Good evening, everyone. This is Doc Aaron Peters, and welcome to Showers Field. We're getting set for the DuBois Bucks to take on the visiting team, the Butler Bluesox. We apologize for getting on. We had a little technical difficulties there, but we're here now live. And the first pitch of the game is inside for a ball. Leading off for Butler is the center fielder, number 21, Josh Johnson. He is a Kent State player. Swing and a miss. One and one's the count to Johnson. Strike two is the call. 1 ball, 2 strikes. First batter of the game here. Beautiful curveball. Strike 3 got him. And there's one down in the top of the first.
Number 8, Ryan Lynn.
Now batting for Butler is the shortstop, Ryan Lynn. Right-handed batter steps into the batter's box. Ground ball to short. And can't be handled by Walters at first. And the throwing error is going to allow Ryan Lynn to advance to second base. So we have a error on the shortstop and a runner on with 1 out. Corey Shope now at the plate for Butler. Shope's a Mercyhurst Northeast player. Here's the pitch. Inside, Adam Schaefer is the starter tonight for the DuBois Bucks. He is a left-handed pitcher from St. Bonaventure. Runner at second. Right at Nolan Walters, line drive, and he catches it for out number 2. 2 down.
Now batting, number 10, Brandon Weatherholt.
Brandon Weatherholt, the extra hitter, left-hander, steps in. Here's Schaefer's delivery. That's popped up to center field. Sikari goes back to the wall, to the warning track, and makes the catch. And that's the end of the top of the first. One runner with 1 error, but he's left stranded. And after 1/2 inning, no score here at Showers Field. We'll be right back after a short break. We're back here at Showers Field. Bottom half of the first inning, the Bucks coming to the plate. Let's go over the starting lineup for DuBois tonight. Leading off and playing center field is number 3, Brandon Sikari. He'll be followed by Brandon Walker. Keegan Soltis is in the 3 spot, playing second base tonight. The cleanup man is Dan Mannion at third base, followed by Derek Knapp at shortstop. Lance Baldensberger is in left field. The catcher, Hunter Loomis. And then pitcher Adam Schaefer, number 6. And last and not least, of course, is number 27, Nolan Walters, and he's at first base this evening. Getting set for the bottom half of the first. Top of the half, saw one base runner left stranded at second on an error, allowed him to reach second, but Schaefer got a strikeout and a fly ball to center to end the frame.
I'm going to need your help down here with my
And as Schaefer finished his warm-ups, we have number 3, Brandon Sakari, stepping to the plate. Sakari, the soon-to-be sophomore at Penn State DuBois, has had himself a phenomenal season thus far. Seems to be involved in just about everything lately when it comes to the Bucks scoring runs. So Sakari stands in and awaits the first pitch. It's outside for ball 1. And that's also a ball. Ryan Boyer is on the mound for Butler. Boyer delivers. And that's a strike. 2 balls and a strike. Boyer pitching out of the stretch to start the game tonight. Fouled straight back. Just missed that one. And that evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the delivery. Swing and a miss. Upstairs fastball sets Sakari back to the bench with 1 down. And that'll bring to the plate the right fielder, number 38, Brandon Walker. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Boyer kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 2 upstairs pitches. They always look so good when they come in. Pretty good crowd here on hand tonight at Showers Field. Fouled off, and the count remains 0-2. 89-mile-per-hour fastball on that one for Boyer. One down here in the bottom half of first. Brandon Walker at the plate. Just off the plate. That was close. Maybe too close to take. But it was a ball, so 1 ball, 2 strikes. Outside, ball 2. And Boyer just Tip 90 on that fastball. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Boyer. Keegan Soltis stands in, the second baseman, number 4. Looking to get some 2-out lightning going here for DuBois in the home half of the first. Boyer's delivery, and it's in there for a strike. Here's the pitch. Outside. Evens the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down here. Swings right through a 90-mile-per-hour fastball. And it's 1-2. Just off the outside part of the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 down here in the bottom of the first. Full count now. Soltis awaits the delivery. Swings through it. And Boyer strikes out the side. And that's the end of the first inning. No score as we head to the top of the second here at Showers Field.
Fans, we would like to thank the following sponsors and donors.
So prior to the game, I had the opportunity to catch up with the DuBois manager, Dan Bowman. Dan is his first collegiate summer team here, and he's also an assistant coach here at Penn State DuBois and a former player as well. And we talked a little bit about the season as a whole and what he expects for tonight's game. Taking a look at the Tri-County Collegiate League standings, the Core Iron Bucks are at the top of the standings at 15-11. The Butler Bluesox are in second at 14-12. And the DuBois Bucks are just behind at 11-10. So the 2 games tonight are critical because if DuBois were to sweep tonight, that would give them the final standings at second place. So we talked to Dan Bowman a little bit about that before the game. I'm here with DuBois manager, Dan Bowman. Dan, tonight's a big matchup for you guys against Butler. Sweep tonight gets you second place in the Collegiate League. Just tell us a little bit about what you're looking forward to tonight and overall in the season.
Tonight, we're just kind of looking to have a little bit of fun. I mean, as we close out the season, we're happy with where we're at, and hopefully we can get both games tonight to carry us into that second place spot. So once we get through game 1, running a little bit short on guys tonight, but that's okay. Tonight we're here to have a little bit of fun.
All right, Dan. Thank you so much for joining me. Good luck tonight, Coach.
Thanks, Doc.
That was DuBois manager Dan Bowman before the game, talking about, it's ripped past third base. That could be extra bases. And here comes in the throw, and it's, he slides by, grabs the bag. I usually see that several times during the course of a year here at Showers Field. Guys will take off and hit that turf and keep on going. That was Jake McNabb with the double down the third baseline to get it started there in the top of the second for the Butler Bluesox. Dan Williams now stands in. Adam Schaefer on the mound for the Bucks. Schaefer is a left-handed pitcher at St. Bonaventure. Ball's inside. 1 ball, no strikes, nobody out. The base runner at second is Jake McNabb, the catcher. Here's Schaefer's delivery. That's down 2-0. McNabb, the runner at second. Williams, the hitter. Ball 3-0. Now you heard manager Dan Bowman talk about the team being a little bit shorthanded, not having a full roster tonight, and also having a couple of key injuries to some players. Here is the pitch, and swings through for the first strike. In fact, poor Dan Bowman, he was out there at first or along the third base dugout during the national anthem, and he didn't have any additional reserve players out there with him. So DuBois is strapped tonight, but as Coach said, he's looking forward to a good competitive outing and going out there and having some fun tonight. There's a walk to put runners at first and second, and Nick Reynosa steps in. Reynosa is an outfielder at Slippery Rock. And he swung, tried to hold up, but he couldn't keep the bat back, so there's a strike. 0-1, no outs, and runners at first and second for Butler. Strike evens it up. Schaefer's delivery, and it's shattered back, grounded to third, throw to first, and there's one down. The runners advance. Take that wood back to the shed because it's done. So we got a 6-3 ground out with one down. Williams advances to second and McNabb to third. Standing in now is the designated hitter, number 30, Jacob Keene. First pitch is up. 1 ball, no strikes, 1 out. 2 runners on for Butler here in the top of the second inning. Swing and a miss. Nice pitch there by Schaefer. Had Keene out in front of that one. 1-2 now. Pardon, the count is now 2-1 after that pitch. Two balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. Evens the count, 2-2. So with all the shorthandedness of both teams tonight, originally the game was supposed to be 2 7-inning games, and the teams got together beforehand and decided that they're going to play 2 5-inning games this evening. So there's a strikeout for the second out of the inning. Caught him looking. Looks like he was looking for something different there.
Matt Shatroma.
2 down. Matt Shatroma's up, and Schaefer's just an out away from getting out of the jam here in the top of the second. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss again. 0-2, and Schaefer is way up. Good spot for the left-hander. And here's the delivery. Strikes him out, and that's the end of the inning. Caught him looking. Back-to-back strikeouts for Schaefer, both of them looking, and he gets himself out of a bases-loaded jam. That's going to end the second inning for Bluesox. They leave 2 runners on, and we're heading to the bottom of the first. Welcome back to Showers Field. This is Doc Aaron Peters, and the rain seems to be holding off. The clouds are moving through as they typically do this time of year. We've got Dan Mannion, Derek Knapp, and Lance Baldensberger coming up for the Bucks. Before we get to that, though, let's talk about how we got here. And that is because the DuBois Bucks season would not be possible without the support of our title sponsor, Bucks Pizza. Bucks Pizza in DuBois offers a full menu of delicious selections ranging from pizza, pasta, stromboli, fresh-baked sandwiches, wings, boneless wings, salads, pasta dinners, and many sweet treats, including cannolis. Not ready to go out and eat yet? You can use the curbside service without ever leaving your car, or choose delivery and never even leave your house. It's super easy to order online at buckspizza.com/DuBois. Get $10 off your $40 order on your next online order using the code 10OFF40. Visit buckspizza.com/DuBois and enter 10OFF40 to get your $10 discount. Thank you, Bucks Pizza, for your generous support towards the DuBois Bucks team this season. So Boyer's first pitch was a strike as Dan Mannion, the third baseman, stands in. Strike 2 is the call. Mannion's in a 0-2 hole. And Boyer's delivery, that's a little up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No score here in the bottom half of the second inning. The Bucks got into a little bit of trouble in the last inning, but Schaefer settled in and got the last 2 on strikeouts to end it. DuBois has not had a runner yet so far in this game. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Fouled straight back. Mannion stays alive. Here's the pitch to Mannion. Inside. Mannion's a first base and third baseman at St. Bonaventure. Here's the delivery. And he walks him. And the Bucks have their first base runner of the game, courtesy of a base on balls.
Number 32, Derek Knapp.
Shortstop Derek Knapp stands in. Let's see if manager Dan Bowman puts anything on here, the runner on. So the leadoff gets on via base on balls. Swing through and strike one. As a pitcher, you never want to lead off the inning by walking the first batter. Often leads to a lot of unneeded runs. The ball gets away. Mannion takes off, and there's not going to be a throw. He'll be down to second on the pass ball, actually, by the catcher. So the Bucks have a runner in scoring position here. See if the run can get cashed in. Here's the 1-1. That one's outside, 2-1. Mannion, the runner at second. Derek Knapp at the plate. Lifts one to shallow center field. It could be trouble. And the shortstop goes back to make a nice over-the-shoulder catch. And that'll be the first out of the inning.
Number 16, Lance Baldensberger.
That'll bring Lance Baldensberger, the left fielder, to the plate for the Bucks. Looked like that ball got in on the hands of Derek Knapp. Sometimes when the outfielder, second base, and shortstop come converging like that, that ball finds no man's land. But nice catch there by the shortstop. So we move to Baldensberger. Baldensberger is an outfielder for Niagara Community College in New York. Here's the pitch. Swing through, strike number 2. Mannion dancing around at second. Baldensberger at the plate. And down he goes looking. Fastball. Strikes him out. And that'll be the second out of the inning. And it'll be up to catcher Hunter Loomis to try to push Mannion home. There's a strike call. Boyer seems to be all about throwing the heat. And time is called as catcher trots out to have a little conversation with Boyer, the pitcher. So Mannion walked and advanced to second on a pass ball, then a pop-up and a strikeout for the second out. Here we are with Hunter Loomis at the plate. And that's a strike. 0-2 with 2 outs. Here's Boyer's delivery. That one's outside. Here comes the next delivery by Boyer. 1-2 is the count. 2 down here in the bottom of the second. That's outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. 2's running wild here. That was close. And that's called a ball. Boyer looks a little disgusted by that pitch. You don't want to show up the umpire. That won't get you very many calls. Here's the pitch. And that's ball 4. The ball gets by. Another walk here, and Mannion advances to third as the ball gets by the catcher on another pass ball. Loomis gets the base on balls, and Adam Schaefer, the pitcher, now stands in. So we'll see how the pitcher hits. A lot of times in college baseball, pitchers don't get a lot of ABs. So we'll see how Schaefer swings the stick here tonight. On deck for DuBois is Nolan Walters. Loomis, the runner at first. Mannion, the runner at third. And he takes off. Here's the throw down to second. No throw is made, and Loomis will get second base. Second and third now. Good opportunity for Schaefer to help himself here. Swings through a fastball, 2 balls and a strike. Little smile on Schaefer's face. Look for the fastball. Runners at second and third with 2 down now for the Bucks. Here's the delivery. Another strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 out. Let's see what Boyer does on his next pitch selection here. Winds up. And there's strike 3. Got him looking. Down goes Adam Schaefer. And that's going to end the bottom half of the second inning for the DuBois Bucks. We're going to be moving to the third with no score here at Showers Field in Game 1 of our doubleheader. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Showers Field. This is Doc Aaron Peters. Thanks for joining us tonight. As I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, this game and the second tonight have very big impact on the final standings in the Tri-County Collegiate League. The DuBois Bucks are in third place, and with a sweep tonight would gather second all to themselves and wrap up the season in a solid position. So let's see how things turn out. Both teams have left two runners on and had their opportunities, but nobody's cashed in yet. So here is Schaefer's delivery. That is a strike on the outside corner. We have Alex Altmaier at the plate now for the Bluesox. Another pitch for a strike. Contrasting pitching styles between Schaefer and Boyer. Schaefer, the lefty, not a hard thrower. Oh, swing through and miss, and the ball gets by the catcher. Loomis, the ball was down, curveball down, and it skipped by him. That allows Altmaier to go to first, so it'd be a strikeout. But Altmaier gets to advance a swinging strikeout and a wild pitch. Back to the top of the order now for Butler with Josh Johnson. Johnson led off the game, striking out. First pitch is called a strike. Ground ball to short. Feed to second. There's one. Turn to first. Not in time, but the lead runner is erased. And Johnson's aboard via a fielder's choice. Good hustle there by Johnson to avoid the double play. And Ryan Lynn steps in. Lynn got aboard in the first inning off of an error. First pitch by Schaefer is down for a ball. 1-0 the count, one down here in the top of the third. And just a reminder, fans, that there'll be 2 5-inning games tonight as opposed to the 2 7-inning games due to the teams having some short numbers on their roster this evening. The Bucks only have 11 players tonight, and the Bluesox aren't too far behind that. One and one. Schaefer delivers. That's ripped to center in the gap, and that's going to go to the wall. Brandon Sakari cuts it off. Throw comes in to second, and the Bluesox are in business with runners at first and third with one down. A nice single by Ryan Lynn.
Number 19, Corey Choate.
Sakari plays that wall exceptionally well. This is his home field during the college season. And for the left-hander out there, he's got a very good arm as well. So he ends up holding the runner at first, which keeps the double play in order. So Schaefer's a ground ball away here from getting himself out of the inning with Corey Choate at the plate now for Butler. And the runner takes off, pitches outside, and the runner takes second with no throw. So not a stolen base. Ball gets by. Oh, here comes the runner at home. And the ball gets a little bit of mix up there on the play. The ball got past the catcher. The runner at third, Johnson, scrambles home, The throw cannot be handled by Schaefer, who is covering the plate, and the runner scores with Butler taking a 1-0 lead on the play. Ryan Lynn advances to third. So Schaefer cannot avoid the run in this inning. Let's see if he can keep it to just the single run with Corey Shoup at the plate. And that's ball 4. Shoup walks. And that brings Brandon Weatherholt to the plate. Weatherholt got a hold of a pretty good pitch the last time and took Carey back to the warning track in center, but it was just a long out. You got to throw to first. Interesting to see Nolan Walters there at first. Nolan is a pitcher for Penn State DuBois. Did play a little bit of infield during his high school career, but in college, this is probably his first action in the infield. So 1-1 is the count. Runners at first and third for the Bluesox. Weatherholt at the plate. That ball's inside. Still a ground ball away here from getting himself out of the inning. Foul back, and it's 2-2. Schaefer trying to limit the damage here in the top of the third. Bluesox getting a run already. Runners at first and third. Ground ball fielded by Schaefer. He flips to Walters. That's the second out. But on the play, Ryan Lynn scores to make it 2-0 Butler. Shoup advances to second.
42, Jacob McNabb.
Weatherholt gets the RBI. And Jake McNabb stands in, the catcher for Butler. There's a strike on a curveball. 0-1 with 2 down here now. Here's the pitch. That's lined in the gap, and that's going to get down. Another run will score. Carey's throw comes in to second, and a single by Jake McNabb gives the Bluesox a 3-0 lead.
Now batting number 18, Dan Williams.
Dan Williams now takes the plate, the left-hander. Is a Seton Hill player. That's a ground ball to short, fielded. Oh, and it goes between the legs of Keegan Soltis at short. The throw to third, not in time. And not only does Butler have a runner at third, Williams advances to second on the throw to third.
Number 11, Nick Reynosa.
So the error by Derek Knapp, rather, puts runners at first and third. And Nick Reynosa stands in. So Schaefer got his ground ball. Unfortunately, couldn't be handled by Knapp, the shortstop. Foul ball. Look out. And that hits a couple of cars out there in the right field parking area. That's up 2-1. Here's Schaefer's delivery. Swing and a miss. 2-2 now with 2 outs. That one's up. 3-2, 2 outs. Runners at second and third. 3 runs already cashed in so far by Butler. Strike 3, swing and a miss. And that's the end of the inning. Schaefer gets the strikeout on Reynoso, but not before some damage is done, as the Blue Sox send 8 men to the plate. 3 runs get pushed across the board, and after 2.5 innings, Butler leads the DuBois Bucks by a score of 3-0. Stick around. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back to Showers Field. This is Doc Aaron Peters. Thanks for joining us tonight. The top of the third, Schaefer got himself into a little bit of trouble for second time tonight, and this time around, Butler took advantage, pushing 3 runs across to take an early 3-0 lead.
Leading off for the Bucks, number 27, Nolan Walker.
So Nolan Walters stands in for the Bucks. This might be Nolan's first official college at bat here. Now, if Nolan gets a hit here, I can guarantee he's going to go to Coach Clary, say, pitchers can hit, Coach, let me hit. And I can tell you, Coach Clary will probably say, get your glove and head out to the bullpen. Swings through a fastball, and down goes Walters for the first out. Well, Walters got his swings, and that's for sure. And that brings us back to the top of the order here as Brandon Sakari, Walters' teammate, stands in. Sakari swung through a 90-mile-per-hour fastball his last time up to strikeout. Big swing there by Sakari. If I'm not mistaken, Sakari's leading the Bucks this year in home runs. So he might be physically a smaller player, but he's got some pop in his bat. That pitch was a ball, so that evens the count at 1-1. See if Sakari can get some things going here for DuBois. That's up and away. 2-1 is the count. And Boyer's pitch. Swing and a miss again. 2-2 now. Carey taking some big hacks there. Let's see what he does with 2 strikes. That's ball 3, full count now. Foul tip, can't be held by the catcher, so Sakari stays alive for one more pitch at least. 3-2 the count here in the bottom of the third, with the Blue Sox leading the Bucks 3-0. Here's the pitch. And that's ball 4. So Sakari draws a walk.
38, Brandon Walker.
Brandon Walker now steps in. The right fielder also struck out swinging his first time at the plate in the first inning. The speedy Brandon Sakari down at first gets himself a good lead. There's a bunt, and it's popped up, and it goes up over top of the roof of the stands. Not a very good bunt attempt by Walker. Let's see if Coach Bowman keeps the sign on or if he lets Walker swing away here. And he fouls it back. Oh, and 2 the count on Brandon Walker. Sakari the runner at first for the Bucks. And he fouls it off again. Pitcher Boyer staked to a 3-0 lead here. Time's called by Walker. Oh, and 2 the count. 1 down with Brandon Sakari at first. Here's the pitch, and that's popped up to the right side and out of play. So Walker hanging tough here in the third inning. Here's the pitch. Sakari takes off, a hit and run, executed brilliantly by Walker as he lines a single into right field. Sakari moves to third. Great call by Coach Dan Bowman. The Bucks are in business here with only 1 out.
Now batting number 4, Keegan Soltis.
And that'll bring Keegan Soltis to the plate, the second baseman. A little bit of strategy there employed by manager Bowman. And let's see what Soltis does here. Runner goes, throw down to second, and that's up. Sakari comes home, and he scores. The ball gets away from the catcher, and Walker's going to end up at third. Good things happen. The ball gets thrown around. So the Bucks get on the board here. Walker ends up at third. And DuBois is a hit away from inching to a one-run deficit. That's hit out to right field. That could be over the head. The right fielder, he catches it at the warning track. Walker's going to tag and score easily. And that brings home the second run of the game for DuBois, cutting the deficit to 3-2. So 2 outs now. And that brings up the cleanup man, Dan Mannion. And a check swing foul ball down the first baseline. Swing and a miss, strike 2. So 2 strikes now with 2 out. The Bluesox lead is now 3-2. We got ourselves a ball game, folks. And strike 3. Mannion doesn't think so. He shakes his head. Looks like it might have been a little bit outside, but nonetheless, down goes Mannion, and that ends the inning, but not before DuBois puts 2 on the board, courtesy of a walk from Sakari, a nice hit and run from Brandon Walker, and then a sacrifice fly by Keegan Soltis. And after 3 full innings, the score is Butler 3, DuBois 2. Stick around. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back to Showers Field. This is Doc Aaron Peters. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'd like to thank the following sponsors. Treasure Lake has 2 award-winning 18-hole golf courses set amid the pristine beauty of the community. Both courses offer a restaurant, lounge, fully stocked pro shop, as well as the best practice facility in the area. There's everything you need to stay on top of your game. New to the shops this year is TaylorMade Products. Open to the public. For more information, visit online at www.visittreasurelake.com or call 814-912-1480. We got Jacob Keene at the plate now for Butler here in the 4th inning. And a reminder, fans, each game tonight is 5 innings, so every at-bat here is very critical. Every pitch important. 0-1 is the count after Keene fouls that ball off. Here's the pitch by Schaefer. Ground ball up the middle. It's fielded at his reach, and the leadoff man is aboard for Butler here in the top of the 4th on a single. Matt Shatroma is the next hitter here for Butler. Jacob Keene is the runner at first. First pitch to Shitoma is a strike. That pitch is down, so that evens the count, 1-1. A 3-2 ball game here in the top of the fourth. Swing and a miss. One ball, two strikes. Runner at first is Keene. Shitoma at the plate, and he swings and misses on a curveball. Nice pitch by Schaefer, and that's the first out of the inning. Alex Altmaier stands in now. Ball one. Runner at first is Keene. Altmaier at the plate. Here's the delivery by Schaefer. Swing and a miss. Big cut. Comes up empty on the swing, and that evens the count at 1-1. Here's Schaefer's delivery. Off the end of the bat, right at the shortstop nap. He catches it. He doubles off the runner. Beautiful play. Keene was caught sleeping at first, one or two far off the base. And that's going to end the inning as we head to the bottom of the fourth with Butler leading 3-2. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Showers Field. This is Doc Aaron Peters, and I am joined here live with the DuBois Bucks General Manager, Amanda Rosman. Amanda, welcome to the broadcast booth.
Thank you for having me, Doc.
It's a great night for baseball, and it's been a great season so far. This game here tonight is obviously very important. Both games tonight would give DuBois the second place in the standings. So let's talk a little bit about how did this team come about?
Well, we've been approached by different organizations to have a team here, and we just fit the Tri-State League fit for us. Smaller team or less teams, and for the inaugural season, it's just working out perfectly.
So a lot's happened this year. I mean, with the cancellation of the college season, and then at the beginning of this college athletic league, you know, there may not have even been a season, and now we've had a season. So tell us a little bit about going through all that.
Well, the whole time during the quarantine, we planned for the season. We had several plans in the making, whether we could have fans, we couldn't have fans, whether we had a season or not. And thank the good Lord that we were able to have a season and these kids could play some baseball this summer.
Well, certainly not having the college season here, and with DuBois being a huge baseball town, this is awesome to see. Great crowd here tonight. Derek Knapp is at the plate here for DuBois. So you were like one busy woman. I mean, you're involved in everything. Penn State DuBois baseball, the DuBois Dream basketball, and now you're the GM here for the Bucks. I mean, How did that come about? Like,
Well, my career started way back when I was like 8 years old, announcing T-ball over at the Little League field, and it just grew from there. And I just lucked out, I guess. Some people introduced me to Coach Caleri with the Penn State DuBois team, and then he introduced me to Matt Checchio, who got me involved with everything. Oh,
and that's a hit, actually. Nice little dunker over the shortstop, and Knapp's aboard to lead off for the Bucks in the top of the fourth.
Those are game-winning hits there.
Those are big, actually.
Yeah.
You never know where something like that could lead.
Right.
So after
Caleri always says to run it out, no matter what.
Well, you should. Absolutely. So you got a hold of Coach Caleri, and then where'd it go from there?
Well, Coach Caleri and Matt Checchio got me involved with Penn State DuBois, and then the one year they started the City Classic, and I got involved with doing the on-field promotion stuff for that, and it's grown into now GM for the DuBois Bucks. So, and I don't regret 1 minute of it. I love being at the ball field.
Well, we see you all over the place. We see you here. You're at the batting cages, and you're the manager over there also, right?
Yes, on deck.
On
yes,
deck, yeah.
Yes.
I always want to call it by its previous name.
That's okay. We haven't been reopened for a year yet, so people are still getting used to it. It's okay.
Now, On Deck is currently open now, correct?
We're open by appointment only.
Okay.
Right now, so just message us on our Facebook.
Okay, so you can just go to Facebook
and On Deck DuBois.
Okay.
Yep.
Very cool. We got Lance Boldensberger at the plate there with Derek Knapp at first, and he hits it right. Nice shot, but right at the center fielder, so that's going to be out number one there. So how do you keep all this balanced, Amanda? I mean, you got to be busy like all the time.
Well, I'll tell you what. During the quarantine, I was bored because there was no baseball. I was itching. So luckily, we were planning the season, but now I'm here. I'm at Showers Field almost every day, which is fine by me. But Google Calendars help. Calendars very much help, and reminders help me.
Being very organized.
Yes. List. I have lists of lists.
Lists on your list.
Yeah.
So how would you say like the first season is gone? I mean, did it go according to like your expectations? Are you pleased with how it turned out?
I'm very pleased. I think just getting the first season in to begin with has been a blessing. Because I mean, minor league baseball was canceled.
Yep.
Everything seems like it's canceled, but getting the first season in has really helped, I think, these kids, and they've built new friendships, and I think it's gone great. I mean, we could have won a little bit more, but that's okay. It's not about that, I guess. Because there's no playoffs this year. So
that's unfortunate.
Yes.
I think that'd have been a nice way to end it, but obviously with what's going on, I mean, that makes sense to not have those this year.
Right.
So taking a look at the year and how it unfolded, what are you looking at for next season? Like, are there any things you want to implement or change? Or
well, we plan on having more theme nights like you see at minor league games. I know one of our big ones is going to be the Faith Night. We're going to have different we're hopefully going to have a concert during that, and we're going to do a bark in the park.
Third. And a double play ends the inning. We're going to take a real short break. We're going to come back and we're going to continue our conversation here with Amanda Rosman, the general manager for the DuBois Bucks. We'll be right back in about 15, 20 seconds. We're back at Showers Field. This is Doc Aaron Peters, and I'm talking with the DuBois Bucks general manager Amanda Rosman. And right before the break, there you were discussing about some of the events that you'd like to incorporate next year, and you were mentioning about the Faith Night. And just tell us a little bit more about what you would like to do.
Yeah, Faith Night is we're gonna try to get a Christian band, like a local, kind of local, not really, but we believe they're from State College, come out, do a concert. With Faith Night. Now we want to do a a community days game. So the Friday before the big parade, we're going to have a free game at Stern Field, where people who are at community days can come over and watch and enjoy their fireman's platters or their barbecue or French fries, all the good food that's at community days. But I'm sure we have more in store. I know we want to do a bark in the park, maybe a kids' day where it's all about the kids that day. So fingers crossed that everything can go back to somewhat normalcy, I guess.
Let's keep our fingers crossed.
Yes.
I'm hopeful. I really, truly am. And I think even if there might be some restrictions, I think hopefully by next year we might be back in a better spot. What are some of the unforeseen challenges that you've had this year? Anything pop up that you didn't expect?
Having to take temperatures of our players and the umpires. We had to do that, and our coaches. Well, 1 week we were allowed to have fans, and the next week we weren't, and then so it was back and forth. So we really had to figure out what we wanted to do, and also picking the team colors. Since we were brand new, it took us forever to pick the team colors, but everybody loves them. So
Yeah,
I guess we picked right.
I like them. I think that the unis are sharp. I like the hats. I think it turned out really well. There's a foul ball there. Josh Johnson is the leadoff guy, and he's up here to lead off the fifth as well.
I think we drove Aaron at Downtown Imprints crazy with the back and forth and the rush jobs and everything, but he did a great job on the uniforms and the hats and the fan gear. So
did you have a lot of like you had a pre-sale on hats and shirts and things? Did you have a good turnout?
Yes, we did. You could see some fans down in the stands
Yeah.
with their Bucks gear, and it's nice to see that it's not just the staff wearing it.
Now, have you had consistently a pretty good turnout during
I'll tell you what, the parents of the players have been wonderful this season. They have come to all the home games, and even some people from DuBois have come to all the DuBois Bucks home games, which is great. I think they just wanted A, out of the house, and B, to watch some baseball. And who doesn't love wooden bat?
I know.
It's pure baseball.
Well, it was surprising there earlier when that bat shattered, and it reminded me they're using wooden bats.
Yeah, so sometimes you forget because you're so used to the
Aluminum.
the ting.
Yep. Swing and a miss there, and
All right.
that is the first out as Johnson goes down on strikes, and that brings Ryan Lynn to the plate here in the fifth.
Number 8. Ryan.
So one question that someone had asked me, and I really don't know the answer, is like, a lot of these teams are not in the area, so you travel.
Mhm.
And so what happens then when the Bucks go on the road?
Well, we've been, thanks to Dom Kreiner at Enterprise, we've been running vans for them, which has turned out really nice. But some of the players choose to ride with either their parents, or if they live closer to, say, like Butler, that they'll just meet us there. We've only had to stay over at a hotel once this year because of rain cancellations and such.
Sure.
We're lucky here because it's all turf, but some teams aren't as lucky.
Now, how did Bucks Pizza come into wanting to do all this? Because this probably is not an inexpensive investment, and for them to do that's phenomenal. So how did that happen?
Well, when we found out we were joining the league, the Tri-State League, we debated on whether to get a title sponsor for the team name or to just maybe even have a Facebook contest to name it, or just name it ourselves. And Matt has a great relationship with Josh Benton up at Bucks Pizza, and he had approached him a couple times about it, and it just fit.
That's awesome. Josh and Nate are awesome guys, and they work hard. The food there is phenomenal, and for them to be able to bring baseball here is great for this community, especially after not having no high school. There was no college this year, and see all these people here and to be able to broadcast, this is great for the town, I think, and it showcases the wonderful facilities we have here also. Now, I imagine there's a lot of coordination that goes into scheduling all this.
Yes.
And, so I think to be able to do that, there's a swinging strike. So 0-2 here. First two batters struck out at the top of the inning. How do you coordinate all that? Like,
Well, there's one field scheduler that the majority of the local teams, like the men's softball, the Federation League, like Pulaski Club, and
Nice play.
and the DuBois Rockets. Yeah, that was a nice play by our third baseman.
Good scoop by Nolan Walters at first. Looks like he's been there before. And that ends the inning. We'll continue chatting here.
Between Jim Pullman, who does the main scheduling, myself and Matt, with people contacting us for different tournaments, we kind of have to work around each other, and everybody has to work together for our fields to be successful.
Sure. I guess like the last thing I would like to ask you here is that, this is certainly not a one-person job, and you have such an amazing cast of people here that do such a great job, like Matt and your mom Nancy and Blaze and Jackson, and I'm probably forgetting someone, but
yeah, I have a great this year. Unfortunately, Jackson Frank was supposed to intern with the State College Spikes, but lucky for us, the season got canceled, and he's been a godsend. Between him and Blaze, they've helped me tremendously with everything that goes on at the fields that I have to help with. And of course, my mom, who's my unpaid intern, but she gets paid now, and Ava Baronic, she's the
sideline reporter.
Yeah, she's our foul line reporter. She's doing a great job. She wants to, I think, go into broadcasting one day, sports broadcasting, but she does a great job. And then we got a couple official scorers, Nate and Sarah, that I need to shout out. They do a great job keeping score. Doc for coming in today to announce. We've had Coach Tom Caleri and Coach Mike Nesbitt from Penn State DuBois, and Brandon and Todd Orsich. I mean, and I forget Abby Supplizio and Emma and my crew from On Deck that just helps me tremendously. Like, I couldn't function without these people.
John Schneider.
Oh, yes. I forgot John Schneider. Oh, no. It's because he's not here.
He's not here today.
Yeah.
He's been doing a
I'm
lot
sorry,
of
John.
But, well, this is the bottom of the fifth, and as a reminder, this is the final at bat here. So if DuBois doesn't tie it up or walk it off, this will be the end of the game one. And a swing and a miss by Schaefer. We have a new pitcher for Butler. That's number 27, Colby Anderson, the left-hander, on to try to get the save here in game number one. So yeah, I mean, this is phenomenal. And
well, I gotta say, Doc also helps me a lot with Penn State DuBois stuff. He's between him and I running the Facebook. We always got something covered, right?
We do. And it's in this time of the year too. It's tough sometimes to keep that updated and relevant. We try to cover our players here and make sure that they there's a swing and a miss there.
He's got to be proud of himself though, because his first at bat of 2 years last week, he didn't swing the bat, so he swung the bat this time. Adam did.
Well, you've got two guys that are primarily pitchers, Adam and now Nolan Walters here. And I joked a little bit earlier that, if he gets a hit, he'll go to Coach Clary and say, I see, Coach, pitchers can hit. And I can imagine that Coach would probably say, just, get your glove and go to the bullpen.
Yep. That sounds just like him.
But I tell you what, over the years, we've had a couple of situations during the season where some senior pitchers have gotten to hit. Alex Hart, Dom Kreiner, Brandon Orsich did, and they did very well when they got their opportunity. There's a nice rip by Nolan.
Well,
at
least he hit the ball.
Hey, he hit that ball hard. He put it in play.
Oh, he's smiling.
Good job, Nolan.
He's smiling like Brandon Sakari when he gets out.
Brandon always smiles, and he's smiling right now as he comes to the plate.
Yeah, he gets out and he's smiling.
I've never not seen Brandon. And he's been an awesome addition to our Penn State DuBois program. You have a guy like the assistant coach down here, Garrett Brown, who is 4-year center fielder starter, and you can't replace a guy like Garrett Brown, and then a guy like Brandon Sakari walks in, and you're like, it's just it's such an amazing.
It's kind of like deja vu in a way.
It is.
Brandon is a little bit taller, I think.
Just a little, yeah. And but boy, I'll tell you what, they're both spark plugs, and and now Garrett is a coach as well, and he passes information down that he's learned. And
yeah, Dan and Garrett have done a great job with the team. They've really got these guys to get to know each other, and it helps that they're close in age to some of these guys too, and
it helps
they
them
know
relate.
them.
Yeah. Well, if Sakari can get on here, this would be big for DuBois because he speed, and there's a strike. So it's 3-1, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. DuBois down to their last hope here, and Brandon Sakari. Here's the pitch, and that's a base hit up the middle. Brandon Sakari keeps it going for DuBois, and with 2 outs, he is the tying run at first base. And we have Brandon Walker. Last time these guys came up in the 3rd, Coach Bowman put a hit and run on, which put Sakari at 3rd, and that led to the rally that put 2 on the board in the 3rd for DuBois. So let's see what Walker can do here. So it'd be nice if we could get Brandon here around. He's taking a big lead there.
Yeah, he's not afraid to lead off.
No. Nope. And he's smiling the whole time he's doing it. He's out there right now, smile on his face. There's just kids that play ball.
Brandon's pretty fast, but not this time.
And that's the end of the game, folks. Boy, I'll tell you what, Walker smoked that ball, and the pitcher, Anderson, just looked like a hockey goalie there, whipped his glove up. He didn't catch it, but he managed to throw out Brandon Walker. So that's the end of the game, and unfortunately, with the loss, that's going to knock DuBois out of the 2nd place scenario and evens their record at 11-11. But game 2 coming up shortly. If DuBois gets back on the winning track, they have the opportunity to finish with a winning record this year in their first collegiate season here in the Tri-County League. And overall, it was a very competitive game. DuBois battled hard and came back. And wanted to thank the GM there, Amanda Rosman. She had to scoot and take care of some business there, but it was awesome talking with her and getting some behind-the-scenes information about the DuBois Bucks. So that's the final, folks, in game number 1, 3-2 as the Butler Bluesox take the first game. The nightcap will begin here shortly. We're going to take a little bit of a break here, and we should be back in about 10 or 15 minutes to cover the second game for you. This is Doc Aaron Peters, so stick around, come back in about 15 or 20 minutes, and we'll have the second game for you. Before we conclude, though, I would like to thank one more of our sponsors, the DuBois Airport. The DuBois Airport is the easiest and most convenient way to travel. Southern Airways offers 6 flights a day to Pittsburgh or Baltimore for as low as $39 one way. Log on to DuBoisAirport.com for booking info now. That's DuBoisAirport.com for booking now. So thank you to our sponsors, the team sponsor Bucks Pizza, Treasure Lake, and DuBois Airport. We'll be back in about 15 minutes for game number 2. Stick around and join us in just a little while. Welcome back to Showers Field for the start of game number 2. Nolan Walters gets the nod on the mound for the Bucks. And first up for the Bluesox is number 21, Josh Johnson. Johnson was 0 for 3 in game 1.
Yay for Garrett. I'm happy for him.
So in game number 1, the Bucks came up a little short, 3-2, and to try to win the nightcap here. Walters' delivery, that's a strike, and it's 0-2 on Johnson. Ground ball to short, fielded by Knapp, and he bobbles it. And Johnson's going to be aboard on a leadoff error.
Put the runner on first. Now bad. Number 8, Ryan Lynn.
Ryan Lynn steps in. Right-hander. Was 1 for 3 in the first game with the run scored and a stolen base. Leadoff runner, Josh Johnson, is at first. And that's outside for a ball. Throw over to first, and Johnson dives back. Pretty much the same lineup for the DuBois Bucks from top to bottom. Walters deals, swing and a miss. 1-1. That one's fouled back to the screen. And Walters jumps up on top, 1-2. Leadoff man Josh Johnson got aboard via an error. Ryan Lynn at the plate for Butler. Another throw over. And the runner goes, swing and a miss. Actually, the ball was foul tipped by Lynn, so not take that back. He struck out. So 1 down. Johnson takes off for second. He's in there. So runner at second with 1 down here. Ryan, check that. Corey Shoup is now at the plate. Swing and a miss. Good pitch by Walters. Evens the count at 1-1. Bounce in the dirt, 2-1. Strike 2, 2-2. Walters delivers. Fly ball to center field, shallow. Sakari coming in, calls for it, and the second baseman, Keegan Soltis, makes a nice play over his shoulder. Catch that shallow fly ball for 2 outs in the inning.
With 2 outs, now batting, number 10, Brandon Weatherholt.
Brandon Weatherholt steps in. High pop up to the infield. That's caught by Schaefer at first, and that's going to end the inning. So after the leadoff error doesn't hurt the Bucks as they get the third out of the inning, and we're heading to the bottom of the first. And we're back at Showers Field. It's Doc Aaron Peters here for Game 2.
Leading off for the DuBois Bucks.
Brandon Sakari, the leadoff man for the Bucks, steps to the plate. Sakari was 1 for 2 with a walk and a run scored in game number 1. First pitch was up for a ball. Ball 2. The Butler starter, number 12, is Sean Marsalis. And that one's outside. So Sakari had in the count 2-0. There's a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. That's off the plate, and that would be ball 4. So Sakari draws a leadoff walk for the Bucks. That's going to bring Brandon Walker to the plate. Walker was 1 for 2 in the first game.
Now coming to the plate, number 38, Brandon Walker.
Fly ball deep to center, to the wall, and it's off the wall. Sakari's going to be at third, and Walker's going to end up at second with a double. The Bucks are in business here in the bottom half of the first.
A double off the wall brings up.
Walker struck that ball well, just missed getting it out of here. Now Keegan Soltis steps in. That's rounded down the third baseline. Foul. Soltis had a big sacrifice fly in game number 1. So second and third, nobody out for the Bucks. That's a ball outside, 1-1 in the count. Strikes the call. Swing and a miss. And down goes Keegan Soltis for the first out of the inning.
Up next, number 24.
Cleanup man Dan Mannion steps in. Runners at second and third for the Bucks. First pitch to Mannion's down for a ball. 1-0 the count. Strike on the outside corner. So Mannion ahead in the count, 2 balls and a strike. Bucks have Sakari at third and Walker at second. 1 down here in the bottom half of the first. Foul back to the screen to even the count, 2-2. Marcellus gets his sign, wheels to the plate, and swing and a miss, and down goes Dan Mannion for the second out. So after a leadoff walk and a double, back-to-back Ks by the Bucks, and there are 2 down in the inning.
Coming up with 2 outs, number 32, Derek Knapp.
Derek Knapp stands in. That one's inside for ball 1. Outside, ball number 2. Fouled back over the stadium. Three and one now, the count on Derek Knapp. Chopper to third, and just foul of third base. So full count now, 2 outs, 2 runners on for the Bucks. Big spot here for Derek Knapp. Full count with 2 outs, 2 runners on. Marcellus wheels and delivers, and that's fouled off down the right field line. Just misses a car. Still not sure why people park out there, but they do. So full count again here to Derek Knapp. Chopper to third. Third baseman takes a step back, throws to first. The play is high. Oh, and he's out. The throw was high. First baseman grabbed it. And the field umpire said he tagged him, and that's going to bring to close a very promising inning for the Bucks. So after a leadoff walk by Sakari and a double by Brandon Walker, back-to-back strikeouts and a ground out end the inning. After 1 full inning, there's no score here in Game 2 at Showers Field. We'll be right back in a few minutes. Folks, as always, the season couldn't be done without our team sponsors. The DuBois Bucks season certainly wouldn't be possible without the support of our title sponsor, Bucks Pizza. Bucks Pizza offers a full menu of delicious selections ranging from pizza, pasta, stromboli, fresh baked sandwiches, wings, boneless wings, salad, pasta dinners, and many sweet treats, including cannolis. Not ready to go out and eat yet? Use the curbside service without ever having to leave your car, or choose delivery and never leave your house. It's super easy to order at buckspizza.com/DuBois. That's buckspizza.com/DuBois, and get $10 off your $40 or more order the next time you order online using the code 10OFF40. Visit buckspizza.com.
Number 18, Dan.
Use the code 10OFF40 on your checkout and get $10 off your next order of 40 or more. Thank you, Bucks Pizza, for your generous support towards the DuBois Bucks team. Ground ball, hit hard and past the first baseman. So the leadoff man for the Bluesox was number 18, Dan Williams. A leadoff single.
Not bad. Number 30, Jacob Keane.
So now Jacob Keane steps in. Williams, the runner at first, Keane at the plate. Walters delivers, and that's a strike. The count evens at 1 ball, 1 strike. Correction, 3 balls and a strike. And pitching the turf, and that's a walk. So some early trouble to start the second inning for Walters and the Bucks as Keane draws a base on balls.
Up next, number 22, Jake McNabb.
Jake McNabb steps in for the Bluesox. First pitch is a strike. So after a hard hit single past the first baseman. A walk by Walters puts runners at first and second for the Blue Sox. The count is a ball and a strike to McNabb. Ball 2 inside, 2-1. That's fly ball to Sakari in center. He goes back, catches it at the track. Williams tags and goes to third, and we have runners at first and third now with 1 out.
Runners on the corners. Number 29, Nate Stutz.
Nate Schultz steps in for the Blue Sox. First pitch, curveball, strike 1. This is the first at bat in the series for Schultz. Throw down to third, and he's out! Oh! He was... Oh, manager Dan Bowman's going to go out to have a discussion with the field umpire. The umpire was probably sleeping on that, not expecting a throw down. The runner, Williams, was sort of just walking back to third, and the ball was thrown down, and he was tagged, folks, before he was back to the base. That should have been an out, and now he's going to confer with the home plate umpire. There's no question about it. He was out. This should not be any question. He got caught napping, and the call is safe. Boy, the hometown crowd here is not happy. Some fans in the stands are barking at the home plate umpire, rightly so. That was a blown call for sure. Should be 2 down now, but instead, runners at first and third. Runner goes, swing and foul at the plate. So runner will go back, and we will have a 1-2 count on the batter, Schultz. A great heads-up play there by Hunter Loomis, the catcher for the Bucks. And ball's down off the turf. Good block by Loomis to keep the runner at first. And it's 2-1. Foul back, and it's 2-2. So a 2-2 count here to Schultz. Walters delivers, and that's ripped foul down the third base line and into the seats down in left field for a very long strike. Runner goes, and the throw is bobbled by Loomis, so there'll be no throw. Stolen base for Jacob Keene. And now the Blue Sox have runners at second and third. And it's inside, so ball 4, and Schultz draws a walk. The bases are loaded. And that's going to bring Nick Reynosa to the plate for Butler.
Now batting, number 11, Nick Reynosa.
Check swing. Not sure what was called there.
I see her all the time.
Yeah, let me show you how to hit your decline.
So the second pitch there was a ball
Thanks.
down low. Guess they called the first pitch a swinging strike as Reynosa couldn't hold on that first pitch. Another curveball inside. So 2-1. Three and one to count now. Nowhere to put the batter, Reynosa. You should see a pretty good pitch here from Walters. And down the right field line, foul ball. Probably about 8 feet foul. So full count now to Nick Reynosa. Bases loaded for Butler.
Is there anything else that needs done?
I don't think so. I just ordered 2 pizzas, so that should be it, I think.
Walters delivers, and it's hit to the gap to right. Right fielder Brandon settles under it. The runner at third will tag, and he'll score. Runner at second tags and moves up to third. 2 outs, and the Blue Sox push a run across to take an early 1-0 lead over the Bucks.
Sacrifice fly brings up number 7, Andrew Butler.
So 2 down now. Andrew Bakulich stands in. It's his first at bat of the series tonight, and he swings and misses at the first pitch. And a run comes across on the play. Delayed steal there, and the Bucks couldn't get the out, and with that, Jacob Keene crosses the plate, making it 2-0. Curveball in for a strike. 0-2 the count to Andrew Bakulich. Ripped in the gap to left field. The runner holds at third. Throw comes in and is cut off by Dan Mannion. Runners at first and third now.
Where's Amanda? Oh, no. Her phone's up here. I can see. What's up? You don't have that on. She wanted a water.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I have no idea.
And we're back to the top of the order here as Josh Johnson steps in. First pitch is a strike.
Now batting, number 21, Josh Johnson.
Runners at first and third. Throw to first, and the runner is back easily. Curveball inside, but it's a strike. Hits the inside corner. 2 balls and a strike with 2 outs. Runners at the corners. 2 runs in for the Blue Sox. Runner goes. Foul back to the screen. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner goes again, and another foul ball. So the runner retreats to first, and we'll start again. Chopper to second. Charged by the second baseman. Throws a very sloppy underhanded throw. And the error by Soltis allows the run to score. Johnson is safe at first. And it's another 3-0 lead by Butler.
Not bad. Number 8, Ryan Lynn.
So manager Dan Bowman's out to talk to Walters in the infield. An unfortunate missed call by the umpire allowed this inning to continue, but 2 walks so far in the inning by Walters. Both have scored, and some sloppy defense. That pitch is off the plate. Ryan Lynn stands in. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Runners at the corners. Throw over to first. And close play, but runner dives back safely. That pitch is inside. Bucklich, the runner at third. Johnson, the runner at first. Ryan Lynn stands in at the plate. And the runner goes. And that's hit to left field. Left fielder comes in. And he can't make the play. The ball falls. Run scores. Another run's going to come in. And Ryan Lynn ends up at second base on a bloop double, scores 2 more. So 5-0 lead here. And that one's fouled off. We have number 19, Corey Shoup at the plate. Ryan Lynn, the runner at second. It was a shallow ball, and it looked like the left fielder Baldensberger initially broke back, and then he had to come in for it. Tried to dive, but he couldn't get to it. By the time the ball got past, it allowed Johnson to score all the way from first.
Corey Shoup.
Runner goes to third, and he's in there safe. Stolen base for Ryan Lynn. Blue Sox have put 5 runs on the board here in the top of the second. Runner at third. That's fouled back and out of the stadium. So Walters is ahead here in the count, 1-2 on Corey Shoup. Another foul ball, 1-2, 2 outs. Ryan Lynn is the runner at third for Butler. And Walters has thrown a lot of pitches this inning. Another foul back to the screen. Fouled off the inside left foot of Corey Shoup, so that'll be a dead ball. It's 1-2 still. The count to the batter Shoup. Curveball dumped down outside the zone. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Another foul ball. So Shoup is hanging tough here in this at bat. So here's the pitch. That's ripped to center. Sakari comes in, and that's going to fall in front of him. And the runner from third trots home to make it 6-0. An RBI single by Corey Shoup. That'll bring up
Number 10, Brandon Weatherholt.
Brandon Weatherholt steps in. Pitch is down, so 2-0 now, the count. That's a fly ball to second base. He's called off by the right fielder Walker, and that's the third out of the inning. So an unfortunate missed call by the umpire, some walks by Walters, some defensive miscues, and some timely hits by the Blue Sox put 6 runs up on the board in the top of the second. We'll be right back to Showers Field in a couple of seconds. Stay tuned. Hey, it's Doc Aaron Peters. Welcome back to Showers Field. Lance Baldensberger spanks one to center, leading off, and a nice catch out there in center field by Josh Johnson to take a short extra base hit away from Walker. Or check that, Baldensberger. So one down on one pitch. That brings to the plate the catcher for the Bucks, Hunter Loomis. In the previous inning, Loomis made a very heads-up play and threw down to apparently get the runner, but the call was not seen by the umpire, unfortunately, and that helped to fuel the Bluesox there in the last inning as they got 6 runs on the board. So the Bucks in a deep hole here at the start of the game. And it's a fly ball out to right. Right fielder camps underneath it, squeezes it, and out number 2 is recorded. So fly ball to center, and now a fly ball to right. 2 quick outs for the Bucks, and that brings up the first baseman, Adam Schaefer. Schaefer was the hard luck loser in Game 1. A great battle between the 2 pitchers in Game 1. And he just came up a bit short in that 3-2 loss in the first game of the doubleheader. Schaefer swings through the first pitch for a strike. And the next pitch by Marcellus is down for a ball. 1-1 is the count. 2 down here in the bottom of the second. Here's the delivery. Chopper to second base. Second baseman charges, fires, throws to first, and Schaefer's gunned down, and that will be the end of the second. A very quick inning and a good inning for the Butler defense as the bottom half of the second comes to a close. We'll be right back for the top half of the third. Welcome back to Showers Field. This is Doc Aaron Peters. Thanks for joining us this evening for the first and now the second game of the doubleheader. If you just joined us in the first game, very close game, good pitchers duel between the Bucks' Adam Schaefer and the Bluesox starter Ryan Boyer. 3-2, the Bluesox took Game 1, and so far here in the second game, it's been all Bluesox. New pitcher for the DuBois Bucks is number 14, Bryce Timko, left-handed pitcher out of Farley Dickinson University. Takes over for Nolan Walters here in the top of the third.
off top of the third to the Bluesox. Number 18, Dan Williams.
So number 18, Dan Williams, steps in for Butler. In the last inning, Williams had a big single to get the rally started as the Blue Sox sent 9 men to the plate, scoring 6 runs. Timko on the mound, the left-hander, winds and delivers, and a nice pitch, swing and a miss. Strike 1. Fouled off. 0-2 now. So 1-2 the count to Dan Williams. Bryce Timko on the mound for the Bucks. And that's down and out. So 2-2. That's ripped out to right center, and it's off the wall. There's not going to be a throw, and Williams cruises into second base with a stand-up double off the top of the right center field wall. The leadoff man is aboard for the Blue Sox. Jacob Keane steps in. Keane walked and scored his last plate appearance. First pitch is a ball outside. Check swing right back to the pitcher. He looks the runner back at second, throws to first, and gets the out. So 1 down now here in the top of the third.
Now, number 22, Jake McNabb.
Jake McNabb comes up. Blue Sox are winning 6-0 here in the top of the third. Timko delivers down low for a ball. Outside, ball 2. 2-0 the count. Runner Williams at second after a leadoff double in this inning. A comebacker out by Keane, the last batter. And there's 1 down here in the inning. Fly ball out to right. That's going to curve foul. And that's not going to be playable by the right fielder. So 2-2 now is the count. Another foul ball. Timko waits, delivers. Here's the pitch. That's ripped into the gap. That's going to go off the wall. And that's off the top of the wall. The runner had to hold up to see if it might be caught, and he advances to third. So a very long single off the wall for McNabb, and we have runners at first and third.
The runners on the corner. Number 29, Nate Stutz.
Nate Stutz stands in. First pitch is a strike. Pitch is up and out of the zone, so that'll even the count at 1-1. Runners at first and third, one down here in the top of the third. Bluesox with a 6-0 lead over the Bucks. Here is Timko's delivery. That's down for ball number 2. Inside, ball 3, 3-1. Runners at first and third. Blue Sox have 6 runs on 4 hits and no errors. Bucks have no runs on 1 hit and 3 errors here in the third. That's a little jammer, and it's popped over the second baseman's head. That's going to fall down for a base hit, and Dan Williams trots home to make it 7-0. So a little flare out into right field over the head of the second baseman by Stutz, and that's an RBI single.
Not bad. Number 11, Nick Reynosa.
Nick Reynosa stands in. Little number right back to Timko. He fires to second for 1. My apologies. He turns and fires to second. And that's going to be my apologies, folks. I was writing a note and I missed the play. There was a double play there, and what I think happened is it was a line drive back to the pitcher who caught it on the fly and turned to second for a double play. So we'll be right back in about 15 seconds, so stay tuned. Folks, our season couldn't be possible without the help of our sponsors, including Treasure Lake, which has 2 award-winning 18-hole golf courses set amid the pristine beauty of the community. Both courses offer a restaurant, lounge, fully stocked pro shop, as well as the best practice facility in the area. There's everything you need to stay on top of your game. And new to the shops this year are tailor-made products. Open to the public. For more information, visit them online at www.visittreasurelake.com or call the Pro Shop at 814-912-1480. So leading off the inning is number 14, Bryce Timko. Timko replaced Nolan Walters, the starter on the mound. He takes first pitch for a ball. That pitch is outside, so 3 balls and no strikes to the pitcher, Bryce Timko. And Timko takes a big 3-0 hack, and he fouls the ball back to the screen. 3 balls and a strike now to Timko. Left-handed pitcher stands in the left-sided batter's box, awaits the pitch, and that's ball 4. So a leadoff walk for Bryce Timko puts runner at first for the Bucks.
The leadoff walk brings up number 3, Brandon Sakari.
So the top of the order now for the DuBois Bucks. Let's see if they can get something going here in the bottom half of the third. Down 7-0. Brandon Sakari steps in, center fielder. He looks at the first pitch. It's inside, and that's ball number 1. DuBois looking for a little bit of spark here in the third. They need to get some base runners and string together some hits here to cut into the 7-0 deficit. Here's the pitch. That's a strike, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike to Brandon Sakari. That's ripped to right, and it's going to be caught by the right fielder. So that's a fly ball out to put the first out on the board for the Bucks.
Now, number 38.
And that's going to bring Brandon Walker to the plate, the right fielder. Walker had a nice double off the top of the center field wall in the first inning, just missed a home run. Let's see what happens here with Walker standing in on the right side of the batter's box. Bryce Timko is the runner for the Bucks at first base. He takes a big lead. Big lead. Here's the pitch. So Timko is getting a pretty big secondary lead there. The Butler catcher gives him a little look as he jogs back. Here's the pitch to Walker. And that's ripped to right field. That could get down, and it does. A single by Brandon Walker. And DuBois has runners at first and second with 1 down here in the top of the or bottom half rather of the third.
With runners on first and second. Now hitting number 4, Keegan Soltis.
Keegan Soltis steps in. So 2 on for DuBois here. That's lifted to, and that's off the wall. That's going to score Timko. And Soltis has himself a double. The ball gets away, plate to plate, and Williams scores. So 2 runs across the plate for the Bucks here in the top of the third. It was a double off the wall, which easily scored Timko. The throw got away, and it allowed the runner, Brandon Walker, to come all the way around and score. So a nice rip by Keegan Soltis, the second baseman. And it's a 7-2 ball game. So after a little conference there at the mound by the catcher and the pitcher, let's see if Dan Mannion can keep it going for the Bucks as he steps to the plate. There's a strike. Mannion has had a rough night so far. Let's see if he can break the streak here and get something going. That ball gets away. Runner's going to move up to third. So a wild pitch puts Soltis to third. And with the short backstop here at Showers Field, the ball has to really get away from the catcher to allow the runner to move up there, and it did. So runner at third, and that's off. Well, nope, that's a strike. Looked a little off the plate there, but home plate umpire calls it a strike, and that's 1-2 on Dan Mannion. Keegan Soltis is the runner at third for the Bucks. That's lifted foul and out of play down the right field line. Here's the delivery. And that's outside, so 2-2 evens the count. Dan Mannion standing in. That's up, so full count now on Dan Mannion. Base hit or ball 4 here. Foul at the plate. Full count here to Dan Mannion. That's grounded to third. Fielded by the third baseman. Throw to first. It's a one-hopper. It can't be handled by the first baseman. That gets away. Mannion's going to go to second, and Soltis will come home to score. That makes it 7-3. So it's... And the ball gets away, and Mannion's going to score. So 7-4. So we have an error by the third baseman, allows Mannion to go to second. The ball gets thrown around and gets out into left field there, and Dan Mannion comes all the way around to score. And just like that, folks, it's 7-4. Now Derek Knapp let's keep the train going. 7-4. Bucks put 4 up so far here in the home half of the third. That's ripped to right. That's going to get down. That could be a triple. That's going to be a triple easily. That ball gets down in that right field corner, and if you've got speed, you're easily standing on third. And the crowd's getting into it, folks. Nice rip by Derek Knapp. Triple.
Triple from that brings up number 16, Lance Baldensberger.
Anytime that ball gets down to the right field corner like that, and it gets to the fence, if you've got wheels on you, you're going to be standing at third. And that's exactly what happened there with Derek Knapp, and that brings to the plate Lance Baldensberger. A nice rally going here. A little conference on the mound for Butler as Marcellus is getting touched up here in this inning. Marcellus had been cruising through the first two. After getting out of some trouble in the first, he settled in and struck out 2 and got a ground out. He got the Bucks in order in the second, but here in the third, the Bucks put up a 4 spot, and they're threatening for more as Baldensberger steps to the plate. Here's the pitch, and that's grounded in the hole, and that's past the shortstop. That's going to put another run on the board. And it is 7-5, folks. RBI single in the hole between short and third for Baldensberger. Got ourselves a rally going, and Hunter Loomis steps in. So the Bucks are battling here in the bottom half of the third. Two balls and no strikes on Hunter Loomis. Here's the pitch. That's inside. Oh, and it hit him. It hit him. So now we have first and second and still only 1 out. So a hit by pitch.
Number 6, Adam Schaefer.
That'll bring Adam Schaefer to the plate. Schaefer's the first baseman. He hits one out to right field, and it's going to fall in there for a single. A miscommunication there by the center fielder and right fielder, and the bases are loaded. Coach Dan Bowman says, I'll stand out here all night and just wave traffic. So the man that got it going here in the third comes up for the second time tonight. That's Bryce Timko. Big time opportunity here with the bases loaded, down by 2. 5 runs across the board so far here for the Bucks in the third. There's a strike. 1-1 to Timko. And that's a grounder, and that's going to be fielded by the shortstop. Oh, and he makes the play at second, but another run scores. So a fielder's choice RBI puts the runners. Another run scores as Baldensberger comes across the plate. Loomis moves to third, and Schaefer's erased on the 6-4 putout for the second out. And now Brandon Sakari steps in with the opportunity to tie it. He rips it to center, and it's a great hit, but right at the center fielder. But folks, we got ourselves a new ball game, brand new ball game, as the DuBois Bucks throw 6 runs up on the board here to cut the lead to 1. As we head to the 4th inning, it's the Bluesox 7 and the Bucks 6. We'll be right back in a few seconds. Folks, once again, our sponsors are everything to the DuBois Bucks baseball, and we'd like to thank our sponsor, DuBois Airport, as the DuBois Airport is the easiest and most convenient way to travel. Southern Airways offers 6 flights a day to Pittsburgh or Baltimore for as low as $39 one way. Log on to DuBoisAirport.com for booking now. That's DuBoisAirport.com for booking information. So, folks, what an exciting bottom half of the 3rd. After being down 7-0, the Bucks send 11 men to the plate. Check that, 12 men to the plate and put up 6 runs. So, very exciting comeback right back in this ball game. And with a good shutdown inning here, we can get right back in the dugout and start putting runners back on and scoring some more here. So just a reminder that this is a 5-inning game, so 2 more shots to go here for the Bucks, and a split of the doubleheader tonight will get the Bucks to a winning record of 12-11. So right now the Bucks stand at 11-11, and for them to battle in the first game and then to come back and battle tonight, as short-handed as the team is, missing over half their players, and it's just an amazing thing. There's a couple of key injuries to some players on this team, so for them to keep battling like this, it's exciting. Definitely don't tune out yet. This game is not over. So here we are, and it is the top of the 4th, and we have Andrew Bakulich coming up. Andrew had an RBI single his last trip to the plate. Timko delivers, and Timko looks fired up. Looks like there's a few more miles per hour there on that pitch. So 7-6 ball game here. Timko needs to get his team back in the dugout. Work ahead, keep the ball down, and trust his defense. So he's quickly up 0-2 on Bakulich. Bakulich, rather. Here's Timko's delivery. Strike 3! Set him down and throw it around. First out of the inning. Good start for Timko. Just what the doctor ordered. So that's going to put the top of the order to bat in the name of Josh Johnson.
Number 21, Josh Johnson.
That's a backwards K in the scorebook. Caught him looking. Timko jumps out 0-1. Here's his pitch. And it's 0-2. So here it is, 0-2, the count. Timko wheels and deals, and that's foul back. So the count remains 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes. And a little flare into right field. That's going to be a single. And for a minute there, Josh Johnson thought about trying for second, but he threw the brakes on and he holds up at first. So a 1-out single there by Johnson. And that's going to bring Ryan Lynn to the plate. So now would be a great time for a ground ball and get that twin killing double play. Johnson has a stolen base in the game. Throw over to first, but he's safe. Here's Timko's delivery. That's a little high, so 1 ball, no strikes to Ryan Lynn. And here's the pitch. That's down 2-0. So Timko falls behind 2-0 to the batter Lynn. Runner Johnson at first. A 1-run ball game, folks. Strike 1. 2 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Foul ball down to third base line, so that's going to even the count at 2-2. Really big pitch coming here from Bryce Timko. As we get late into this game, everything matters. Here's Timko's pitch. That's foul back, so 2-2. Here's Timko's delivery. And that's ripped to center. And that's going to fall down. Carey cuts it off. Here comes his throw to third, and he's going to be safe. So Carey threw to third. It looked like he should have thrown to second to keep the runner at first. That would keep the double play in order. Instead, he fires to third. The runner beats the throw, and Lynn moves up. So now there are runners at second and third with 1 out. Very crucial spot here for Timko as he wheels and fires, and Corey Shoup swings through it for a strike. And that's blocked by the catcher, Loomis. Runners will hold. Here's the pitch by Timko. That's going to be out to shallow right. He comes on, makes the catch. He tags. Here comes the throw. But the runner is going to score. Throw to third. Throw to third. Nails the runner. And that'll be the end of the inning, but not before the sacrifice fly scores Johnson. And that puts the score to 8-6 in favor of the Bluesox. On the play, Ryan Lynn tried to tag and go to third, and he was gunned down by the right fielder, Brandon Walker. So that will be 9-5. And that's going to be the end of the inning. So we head to the bottom of the fourth. We'll be right back in a couple of seconds.
Brandon Walker.
So we're back here at Showers Field. This is Doc Aaron Peters. It is 8-6 in favor of the Bluesox as we start the bottom of the fourth. Brandon Walker takes a strike leading off. Made a beautiful sliding catch as he came in. He tried to get up and make a throw, but the runner from third tagged and scored. He did, however, gun to third, and he caught the runner going from second to third to end the inning. So the Bluesox do pick up a run in that inning, and they have a 2-run lead here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. So 2 strikes now to leadoff man, Brandon Walker. Here comes the pitch. Grounded foul again down the third base line. Walker is an outfielder and a catcher at LaRoche College. Here he waits the delivery. It's a little number to first, and it's caught in foul ground for the first out. So the ball was in on the hands. He got jammed and flared it down the right field line.
Now batting, number 4.
First baseman took a few steps to foul ground, made the catch. And now Keegan Soltis stands in. He takes a strike. Oh and 1 the count. And a little ground ball to second, fielded by the second baseman on to first. And there's 2 down. So very quick inning here so far. And Dan Mannion stands in. Dan's the cleanup man tonight. Dan reached on an error in the last at bat, and he scored a run. So 2 quick outs here for the Bucks in the home half of the fourth. Bucks are down 8-6. And another strike. So actually, that's the first strike. So 2 balls and a strike. A little half swing there by Mannion. And that's going to be the second strike. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the 4th. A little bit inside. Colby Anderson is the pitcher for the Blue Sox. He winds and delivers. And that's inside. Oh! That's strike 3, folks. Looked like it was a bit inside, but crowd didn't like it. Dan Mannion clearly didn't like it, but nonetheless, that's strike 3, and that's the end of the 4th inning. A very quick inning, and we're heading to the final inning here at Showers Field as the Butler Blue Sox lead the hometown DuBois Bucks by a score of 8-6. We'll be right back. So we're back to begin the 5th inning. And remember, folks, this is only going to be a 5-inning matchup, as both games tonight are 5 innings. And as manager Dan Bowman has talked about all season, his team has battled consistently. They're a scrappy bunch. They've been in a lot of tight ball games. So let's see if they can maybe pull one out and get a win here tonight to split the series and end up with a winning record. Here's the first pitch, and that's down and skips off the turf. That is ball 1. Number 10, Brandon Weatherholt steps to the plate. Weatherholt is 0 for 2 tonight with a fly out to third and a fly out to right. So here's Timko's delivery. That's in there for a strike. So we have a good crowd still here. Lots of folks hoping for a Bucks comeback tonight. Got some good numbers online watching the game at home. So hello to everyone. Three balls and a strike. Definitely don't want to walk the leadoff man here. So let's see what Timko comes back with. He's going to have to get the ball in the zone here. Keep the ball down. Swing through. That's a strike, and we have a full count. Three balls, two strikes. Swing and a miss, strike three. Sends him back to the dugout as Weatherholt goes down swinging. And that's the first out of the inning.
Strikeout brings up number 18, Dan.
And Dan Williams will step in. Williams is 2 for 2 tonight with a single and a double. Popped up to the shortstop, third base area. Dan Mannion settles under it, calls it, makes the grab, and there's two down. Jacob Keene at the plate.
Number 30, Jacob Keene.
He swings and misses at the first one. Foul out of play down the right field line and into the parking lot. Here's the pitch. Outside, 1-2. That is hit to left. Going back on it, Sakari. And that ball is gone. That was a shot to one of the deepest parts of the park, about 370 plus out there to the left center field wall. And he got every bit of that to give the Bluesox an extra added insurance run. And that makes the score 9-6. So good thing there were no base runners there, and it's just a solo shot, but that gives the Bluesox a 3-run cushion here with 2 outs. And the pitch is inside for a ball. We got Jake McNabb stepping in here. Two balls, no strikes to Jake McNabb. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Check that, it's 3-0. Ball 4. So after getting a strikeout and an easy pop-up, Timko's surrendered a home run and now a base on balls to Jake McNabb.
Now up, number 29, Nate Stutz.
And Nate Stutz stands in, number 29. Nate's 1 for 1 with an RBI single and a base on balls. Ball gets away from Hunter Loomis, and that's going to advance the runner. McNabb moves up to second on the pass ball. So Loomis can't handle the pitch, and the runner gets to advance 90 feet. Here's Timko's delivery. That's off the plate. Here's the pitch. 3-0 now. So Timko needs to find his pitch here. Here's the 3-0 delivery. And that's a strike, so 3-1. And that gets past Loomis again, but that's ball 4. Runner's going to hold it second. So back-to-back walks for Timko. And manager Dan Bowman's making a trip out to the mound. Looks like Coach Bowman's just giving him a pep talk, trying to get him through this last out. Got to finish the inning. First-year skipper Dan Bowman, assistant coach Garrett Brown.
Now on first running, number 2, Alex Altmer.
Here's the delivery, and it's popped up and out down the right field line. That's not going to be playable, but Walker gives it a look anyway and trots back to his position in right. A long strike on Nick Reynosa, the batter. And he goes. So 2 strikes now on Nick Reynosa. Here's the delivery. Foul back to the screen. And the count remains at 0-2. Stutz at first, McNabb the runner at second, Nick Reynosa at the plate. And did he check his swing? He did. Here's Timko's delivery. And that is ripped out to deep. That one's gone, folks. That was another shot out to deep left center field. And that cleared the fence, and that brings home 3 more, putting the Bluesox comfortably up by a score of 12-6. The lead has doubled. 3-run bomb by Nick Reynosa. So after getting the first 2 outs in the inning, the Blue Sox have put 4 runs on the board via 2 home runs. So in baseball, walks kill you, and these 2 walks in this inning both scored on that last 3-run homer. And now the deficit and the hole is pretty deep for the DuBois Bucks. Bokulich fouls the ball back for the first strike. 2 balls and a strike, or rather 1 ball, 2 strikes. So 2 deep flies into the night here in the top of the 5th to put 4 runs on the board for the Bluesox and have doubled the lead, putting the Bluesox up 12-6. Foul ball to right, and that's going to be out of play. A tough inning for Bucks pitcher Bryce Timko. Ground ball to third. It's fielded. Mannion throws to first, and the runner's going to be safe. Tough play for Dan Mannion. One of those little nubbers down the line in between hops. Made a good play, good throw. But Bokulich beat it out for an infield single.
Josh Johnson.
So top of the order now for the Bluesox, Josh Johnson. Josh Johnson's been on base every time tonight. First 2, he was the beneficiary of 2 errors and singled his last time up. So 1 for 3 for Josh Johnson. Pop up to center. Sakari comes in, and it was the shortstop there. The shortstop, Derek Knapp, that makes the catch. We had Sakari and Knapp and the second baseman Soltis all converging on the ball, and it was Knapp that made the catch. But the Bluesox put up 4 runs on 2 big home runs, a solo home run by Jacob Keene and a 3-run blast by Nick Reynosa to double the score and make it 12-6. We'll be back for the bottom half of the 5th inning in a couple of seconds. Stay tuned. So after battling back to make it a 7-6 game, the Bucks could just not quite hold on with pitching, and the Bluesox have put up 5 runs in the last 2 innings to double the lead 12-6. So this will be the last chance for the Bucks here in their final game of the 2020 Tri-County season. So after making a nice grab out there at shortstop, Derek Knapp stands in to lead things off. Let's see if the Bucks can battle some more. That's a strike call. Up high for a ball. Knapp had a big key triple to right field back in the third inning during the Bucks' big 6-run rally. Foul tip swing brings the count full. And that's down for leadoff walk. So good start for the Bucks here in the bottom of the fifth.
Leadoff walk brings up number 16, Lance Baldensberger.
Lance Boldensberger steps in. He had an RBI single his last trip to the plate. He fouls the first pitch back to the screen for a strike. One ball, one strike to Lance Baldensberger. Derek Knapp, the runner at first, fouled back to the screen on a check. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one's up 2-2. Strike 3 called. So that's the first out of the inning. So leadoff walk and a strikeout.
Now up, number 34, Hunter Loomis.
Hunter Loomis stands in, takes the first pitch inside for a ball. Foul back to the screen, and that'll even the count. 1 ball, 1 strike. Strike 2, 1-2. Ground ball in the hole at second. Knocked down to the second baseman. No play. Actually, he did make a throw. And runner is safe. So first and second now. Tough play for the second baseman on that infield hit.
The runner's on first and second. Now batting, number 6, Adam Schaefer.
So the first baseman, Adam Schaefer, at the plate. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Strike 2. And he holds up on that one. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Adam Schaefer. Bucks have 2 runners on with 1 out here in the last half of the 5th inning, the final inning of tonight's game, as tonight's games are both 5 innings. Runners go, throw to second, and it goes into center field. That's going to score a run, and the runner's going to move up to third, throw to third, and he is safe. So double steal pays off as the error allows the runner to score, and Loomis moves to third on the error by the catcher, throwing error into center field. And a strikeout of Schaefer for the 2nd out of the inning. So DuBois is down to their final out and possibly the final out of the 2020 season as Bryce Timko stands in. Brandon Sakari's on deck. He takes the first pitch outside for a ball. There's a strike call, 1-1. Ball 2. So DuBois needs a little luck here. Maybe some magic thrown in for good luck. Fouled off down the left field line. Kind of reached out and poked it. So 2 balls and a strike to Bryce Timko. Fouled off at the plate, and it's 2-2. 2 outs, runner at third. And strike 3, and that's the ball game, folks, as the Butler Bluesox take game 2 and sweep tonight's series against the hometown Bucks by a score of 12-7. It's been an exciting year of DuBois Bucks baseball, and we thank all of our fans for coming out tonight, all of our fans who are watching at home online. I'd like to thank our title sponsor, Bucks Pizza of DuBois, as well as our sponsors, Treasure Lake and the DuBois Airport, for sponsoring our team this year, as well as supporting. So that's the final. As a recap, Blue Sox scored 12 runs on 8 hits with 3 errors. The Bucks scored 7 runs on 5 hits and 3 errors. Recapping game 1, the Blue Sox took a very close one, 3-2, in a tight pitcher's duel between Ryan Boyer and Adam Schaefer. And in game 2, after jumping out 7-0 on top of the Bucks, the DuBois team had a huge 3rd inning, sending 12 men to the plate, scoring 6 times, making it a 7-6 ball game. The Blue Sox picked up an extra run in the 4th, and then what really hurt was the big 5th inning where 2 home runs were hit, solo home run and a 3-run homer, which put the final score at 12-7. DuBois does manage to pick up a run in the bottom half of the 5th, but it wasn't quite enough. So we thank everybody for a great season. We thank everyone for the support, and we look forward to an amazing 2021 season. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Doc Aaron Peters. I hope you enjoyed it. Have a great night, everybody.